Hey you all, this is Shreya. Yes, I am back again. I haven't done a video in a very long time. My apologies, but this is my official comeback. So let's get started. I'm super excited. So today I'm going to be talking to you about some of the products I am enjoying this season. Especially now, next upcoming months, a lot of Indian festivities, Christmas, Thanksgiving. I wanted to try some new products. Not that I don't love all my old products. This was just exploring more products out there. So let's get started. So let's start with the basics, right? I am actually not wearing any makeup right now. I have just washed my face. I have my lotion and I'm wearing a primer, my SMASHBOX primer across my face. So let's start with the first products about foundation. I was looking to try a new foundations beside my Dior, also besides the CoverGirl I love. And I wanted something with a little bit more thickness and coverage, right? So I actually went and explored. So one I actually really liked was the Marc Jacobs. It's really thick, very nice. You don't need to use a lot of it. The trick to use this is you cannot use a birdie or aka beauty blender like this. If you don't know what is a beauty blender, this is a beauty blender. You cannot use it. I highly recommend that you buy, if you decide to buy this foundation, make sure you buy the Marc Jacobs brush. First, when I was recommended this, I'm like, nah, I'll use a Dior brush or a birdie. I did try it didn't have that finish. I really recommend this brush. It is totally worth the money. Complete paisa vasool, I say, right? Also, another trick to this is you cannot put put all over the place and blend it. You have to put it section by section and then blend it because it dries pretty fast, right? I have normal skin, so this works great. I have been told if you have a little bit of dry or a T-zone skin, BlackÂ is good, but this is really good. So I'm just going to show you a little bit so you have a good idea about how it looks and how it works on my face. So you see, I'm going to show you a little bit of breakouts, but just a little bit of unevenness on my skin this time. So this is the bottle. And I would think you would think actually you need a lot of it. Actually, no. So here you go. This is a stick. You just section by section, right? I have a mirror here, so I'm just going to look at it. And I just apply. And then I take this brush and I just blend it in my skin. I don't have a lot of dark circles, but this, whatever I have, the evenness, even below my eyes, this works great. If you have a little bit of more of dark circles, apply the foundation and then use a concealer. So you have a good idea, but you see it's got such a good coverage. So I don't really need anything for my under eye. I don't like a very dolled up look. I like my makeup to look a little bit natural and not like a, I'm not a Victoria's Secret model that I want it to look, so plastic. You see the difference, how good of a coverage it's got? And see the unevenness can be taken care also. If you think you need more, you can obviously add more, but this is pretty good coverage already. You see the difference here, right? Pretty good. You can add one more layer if you want, but again, go section by section. I should have just used it across this, but I don't want right now too much of it, so I just blended it across my forehead as well. And this dries out. It is not sticky, it is not wet, or it's not oily. It's pretty good on your skin. After this, please don't try to use actually any powder on it. It doesn't look good, doesn't blend well. I was recommended, I tried it, like I love to experiment. This looks really good without any powder, right? Now, if you want to do eye makeup and you want to use the, you want to do the baking, that's fine, but not a Dior powder or, a light powder, nothing at all, right? So this is how it looks. I love it. I can add more. The feel is pretty good. Doesn't look very cakey, right? So I love Marc Jacobs. I'm going to keep exploring it. No problems with the skin. Love it. Thumbs up for me. Next product is what I'm going to show you is eyeliners, right? I live on eyeliners, even if it's just a pencil. I love liners. So I have been using a couple of, but I'm a use Stila fan. Also, Benefits push up is also very nice. I love the gel finish of it. I just feel it dries out, so I was getting a little frustrated. Plus, I'm loving the wing look, so I'm enjoying the brush look. So two of my favorites are the NYX matte liquid liner. It's really nice. I have a lot of colors in it as well. It's got a very nice brush, so it is not like a pen like Stila, so you can move it around, maneuver around easily, right? This is one, NYX it is, if you see it well. There you go. And then for the evenings, I wanted to try a little bit more luxurious brand. So while I was at Sephora, I explored a very popular one, which is the LANCOME. It is a very cute bottle, looks very sexy, very classy. Old types, they used to have the big bottle, kajal bottle, reminds me of it. It's beautiful. The good thing about it is it's also got a soft tip, not as much as NYX, but this, look at it, it's not pointy, so it doesn't hurt. It is really nice, dries very fast. I was surprised when I was trying it on. It's waterproof. Look at this, I'm going to draw a line. And dries very fast, literally, and it's very hard to take it off. Like, that's the test of it, right? Does it smudge? No. It does come up with makeup wipes or a cleanser, so it is amazing. I love it. I love the feel of it. Didn't irritate my skin. I have sensitive skin, right? So I have to be super cautious. So that's Lancome. The next thing, continuing on the eyes, I love my Urban Decay pencils, but again, I'm trying new products. The new one, I got it through Ipsy, was the Colourpop one. I'm using the blue because I have hazel eyes, but they have a lot of shades in it as well. So I have a brown and a blue one. I love it as well. It doesn't smudge. I'm going to use it right now. It's very easy to apply, very soft. It doesn't dry out. I had this for a while. And highly pigmented. You can create the smoky look with this as well if you want to, but it dries and it's gel. See, looks really nice. I really love it. I love the feel of it. You can just put a line at the bottom for the evening and you're good. I'm wearing a blue. This is like a very dark blue, but pops my eyes. You can see the difference. Now let's go to the next one, my eyebrows. I'm a huge fan of the e.l.f. Brow Kit. But when you're traveling, it can be a little bit bulky because you have your foundation, you have your powder, you have blushes, etc. So I wanted something that is easy, and so I went and I bought this, the Goof Proof Brow Pencil by Benefit. There you go. It has two parts to it. One is the gel, which you can line and blend it, and one is the brush. That's the best thing. So you don't need to carry a brush and then pen. I got the shade I really liked. I went there and I picked up the color that is close to it's number 4 to my eyebrows. When you do eyebrows, I see a lot of people have it really dark. It looks really weird in pictures. So you should be careful. This is number 4. And this is really a brow shaping and lining as well. So I'm just going to quickly show you how good it is. I'm using this brush. Now I'm going to use this pencil. So I line at the bottom lightly. I don't push it down, just based on the shape of my brow. Don't make it too broad, and then just blend in. Just keep blending it. The natural it looks, the better it looks, to be very honest. And always fill in the direction of your brow hair. And I'll use the brush and I just blend in the gel in there. See how natural this looks. It's penciled in, but it looks natural. So when you go and look for it, make sure you pick a good color. This is number 4. Goes very well because I don't have very dark hair and eyebrows. So there you go. Now so this is my favorite again. I'm gonna put the information down there, right? Now, you know, I do sometimes in the evenings, I do contour my face. I have tried a lot of different products. You know, the sticks, the Kim Kardashian one. I'm not a huge fan of sticks. You know, it just, I don't like the cakey feel to it, the sticky feel to it, especially during summer. It just attracts dust. I personally think so. So I just went a little bit old-fashioned way of using a bronzer. So the bronzer I'm using is the Tarte one. It's beautiful, got a little bit shimmer to it. That's what I think I love it. So I just take a regular brush, my fluffy brush, and just it's a nice bronzer. You can use it on your cheeks when you're just going out a little bit. Don't make it too dark that it's obvious, to be very honest. Little by little, especially when you're new to it. Just try little by little. So a 3. Just want to see the difference in my cheeks. It just contours my cheek. You can also contour your nose if you need with a tiny little brush if you need. I'm using this brush. So I love this as well. No regrets at all. So now this is how it looks. You can see how it adds, and I'll blend a little bit in once I have my blush on. So you see the difference here? Pretty obvious, yeah? Gives a nice look. Now about blush, so I'm going to first talk about all the highlighters. People always say, oh my god, you have a very glowing skin. Yes, I do have a good skin, but I do use highlighters to enhance my skin, like my, you know, my cheekbones, my nose, a little bit about the lip, about the lips. It just adds a little bit more to it, right, to hint to it. So my first favorite, which I have been enjoying, is the Cassie Home Smashbox ones. It is gorgeous. Very, very honestly, it's gorgeous. They have 2 looks to it. One is the gold and one is the pearl. I got the pearl. I like a little bit more towards the natural. Gold, I thought it was too flashy. See that? There you go. It's beautiful. It just gives a beautiful shine and it tones down a little bit. So yeah, it's super gorgeous. I use all 3. I just swipe through all 3 and I do it. You can use this as well to highlight your brows as well. Use a small brush, flat brush. Use this color and just highlight your brows a little bit. Just add a little bit to it. As a personality, right? When you highlight, make sure you're just highlighting this zone of your face. So that is Cassie Home Smashbox. The other one I also recently bought was the Laura Mercier one. It's a beautiful pink mosaic. It is like a luminizer as well, but it's all in one. I think it's more like you can use it for you can use it as highlighter as well as a blush. It's beautiful. I think they have 3 shades in it. I just picked this based on Diwali. Again, you can take a fluffy brush a little bit, or you can take your blush brush. You can choose one and use it as a highlighter, or you can blend it all and use it as a blush. So I'm actually just using it as a little bit of blush. So I generally do the highlighter and then just use it. It's subtle, it's beautiful though. See how the difference is. It's just so beautiful. It's the silky feeling of it is which I love. I just love it. Long wear, stays pretty nice. It's subtle, not too obvious as well. You can use, blend all 4 and use it for a daytime look as well. It just gives a beautiful shimmer while you're in the sun. You can put it on your forehead as well. The next one also I am enjoying is the Pixi by Petra. I got through Ipsy. Also love it. It's very nice, subtle as well. This is like a blush, and this is like a luminizer, right? So I'll show you this. Very nice as well. Very potent, very beautiful, subtle. See this? So I use the Pixi one if I'm just up and about in daytime, and I use the Laura Mercier and Smashbox when I have some evening girls night out events. I use it because it's a little bit more you know, more, it pops more than the Pixi one. This takes care of actually all the luminizers I have, or the highlighters you call it, right? So now let's go to my favorite blushes, right? The all-time favorite, my two brands are NARS and Tarte. Tarte, in daytime I use only Tarte because they're long wear, Amazonian clay. They really last for a very long time. So still my favorite. Evening wear, I generally blend Tarte and NARS. NARS has beautiful pigmented color. They look so beautiful, and they just have a shimmer on their own, so it blends very well with the highlighter. Even if I don't wear a highlighter, it has got the look and finish to it. This one is Orgasm, and I have one more which is actually my favorite as well, the Oasis. They have a lot of new shades as well, but for some reason I just love these two. Let's see if it's got its shimmer on it. So even if you wear these and not put a highlighter, works great. The other one, a little bit more pigmented than NARS, is the LORAC one. It's a little bit pigmented, so, and it's a little bit of matte finish, so no shimmer. So I use this sometimes for work as well, or in daytime as well. But you have to be very careful. You cannot take a lot of it because you look like a patchy doll. So be careful with this. Am I a big fan of LORAC? Maybe not. I would still go back to Tarte and NARS, to be very honest. Now the next product, now we have finished the foundation, luminizers, highlighters, blush, eyeliners. The next segment let's go to is actually my eyeshadows, right? So the new one I'm actually exploring. I have all the Urban Decays. I have you know, Too Faced, but it's a little bit going towards subtle makeup recently. The one I have recently got, and a big fan as well, is the Dior one. It's the 647 Dior Undress. For some reason I'm very attracted to Dior products recently. They are so beautiful and they feel so good. This is how the shades look. Beautiful, subtle. You can do smoky eyes with it. You can just create like a very subtle look as well. You can use one, and in the middle they have the transition color, which is very nice. All these here actually are a little bit more shimmery. This one is more matte. If you looked at my recent Instagram picture, I'm going to post it. I've used the mix of these three, and this was my transition color. It's beautiful. Let me just show you how smooth and nice it is, right? So I'm just using my brush. I'm just going to do two of these colors to give you that look. I'm going to use the CD, the transition color. And then I'm going to use my flat brush, and I'm going to actually use the brown. And I'm just going to use a lighter brown, a little bit more sugary, and blend it. And the end, I'm going to use this white, and just to create a little bit of pop, I'm just going to use this here. If you want, you can go back and use this one and use this shade and just give it a pop in the corner. Works great too. See the difference? Just add a nice pop to your eyes and just blend it in a little bit. Blending is the key to eyeshadow. There you go. I'm just giving you an idea about how soft and beautiful it is. It's good. You don't need, you know, it's beautiful. So Dior is my recent favorite as well. It looks great. Feels good too, and lasts for a whole night. Now coming back to the segment that I'm just exploring and you haven't seen me much using and talking about. So it is the lipsticks, right? Started exploring lipsticks. I used to feel like when I wear lipsticks, I would look like a chameleon. If you've ever seen the movies, it used to pop so much. So I started getting a little bit more comfortable with it. But for some reason, I'm moving towards more mauves and pinks. Just look great on me. So a couple of new favorite shades that I have currently. I'm going to just share them with you. I'm not inclined very specific to any specific brand, but for some reason I love NYX. It's affordable and they have such a range and they are so good and soft. I like Dior. Of course, I like MAC. Not really big fan of MAC, but I do like MAC. But I'm a big fan of NYX. Anything that looks good on my lips, lasts longer, I'm good. I am not one of those who will keep reapplying it. I'm just getting a hang of lipsticks. So this is the next one. This is the Full Throttle lipstick in the shade of FTLS. It's beautiful. It's got a very soft and long lasting. I'm gonna draw a color so you see. This is what I actually use on the Instagram one, you know, the picture, and it's beautiful. The next one I have is the Whipped Foot NYX. It is also beautiful. And I'm going to draw like a swap here so you have a good idea about how it is. It's also creamy, more like a glossy feel to it. It's very natural. I love the natural look to it. It's just my daytime look. So this is it. You can wear this and top it up with this color. Just gives a very nice one. Next one is my soft matte NYX one. You know, right? I love NYX, right? It's pretty obvious. It's the Milan SML C11. This was very, very popular recently in so many blogs, Instagram posts. I had to go and check it out, right? Very nice color as well. I'm just going to swap it again so you can see. It's again a little bit, it's easy to use. I'm going toward more purples and pinks and nudes. But it's a soft matte lip finish. Very nice texture as well. Doesn't dry my lips as well. There you go. And this is the most popular one right now out there. Then while I was there, I tried the Maybelline Vivid Matte Liquid as well. Very nice shade. This is the Twisted Tulip Maybelline. Again, I'm more towards the pinks and the violets and the purples. There you go. It's again like more like a lip gloss, but a matte finish. This is the one. It's nice. Looks great for the evenings as well. It has got a little bit, you know, it again doesn't dry my lips for sure. And last but the least right now, it's the NYX, the Butter Lipstick. Pretty good. Not yet a big fan, but getting used to it. It's a little bit more darker than I wanted it. It's this one. Feels good. It really is buttery. It's more towards the maroon side. It will be great for Diwali and Christmas as well. There you go. So these are the ones that you will see me wearing quite a lot recently. And then no matter what, I use my lip pencils. So I generally apply my lipstick and then, line it up and shape it up with lip pencils. So I got two kind of, because I'm more towards the purples and the pinks, I got two ones, which is lighter pink and a darker pink. One is CoverGirl, one is the Maybelline one. NYX has it, but NYX is so popular, things disappear like that before I go. NYX is very much available at Ulta and Target. Target is closed, so I just go to Target. Hope this helps you, and this is the end of my haul of makeup products that I'm currently using. Hope you really enjoyed. Do try it. Most of the products that I have showcased today is I have bought it from Target, Ulta, and Sephora. NYX, of course, I go to Target. They're always stocked up, right? And of course, courtesy of Ipsy, I'm getting to try new products. So look out for the next video. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like this video. Looking forward to your comments and let me know how it worked for you. Thank you so much. Mwah.